Hey guys, how's it going? It's Kyle here with another Exos Heroes video, and in today's video we're going to be breaking down the new character in Liffy and seeing if she's worth pulling or if she's a pass. So let's take a look. So here's Liffy right here. She's the new character, and then she's a black fake core, so I'm expecting her to not have too much going on in her kit. April was pretty good, nothing crazy, but a very good character in a gold fake core. But let's take a look at Liffy here. So what have they changed? First thing, let's look at her passive. Focus fire character, think like base level Rara, not FC version of Rara when it comes to her speed. Also Dorka's in the same ballpark here too. So afflicts target with focus fire mark and decreases dodge and block for 1 round on basic attack, and then Little Star at the beginning of each round reduces received damage by 10% for each living ally except caster. I think this passive does not fit with a character like this. Characters like this don't want to take hits, and being able to reduce damage on a character that has very low defense as it is doesn't really do much, in my opinion. Dodging is significantly better, or just trying to beat them to the punch and do enough damage to you're actually winning the fight is usually what these characters are going for, not being able to take damage. It seems very counterintuitive to what the character's trying to do. Then we got Sound of Drill. Her A1 deals 63% damage to all enemies. Then over time crows the target, dealing 39% damage every turn for 2 turns. Then lastly has a massive 3 mana, deals 367% piercing damage to 1 enemy. So this is a very basic kit, nothing too crazy. I feel like if you're just starting the game and happen to pull her, that she's going to be pretty useful for you. But other than that, she's not really that good. It's kind of annoying that they're doing this. I feel like this is very disingenuous of them to be, well, I feel like, okay, so it's hard to say, because one part of me is liking that not every character is meta defining. Not every character is this must go for character. I was getting a little frustrated way back in the day when FC Iris came out, because we had Rara, then Iris, we had Xeon. I figured it was just going to be this constant cycling of here's a new meta character, here's a new meta character, and the only way to catch up is, or ever be on top of it, is to just spend a ton of money. But how they actually done the releases is not many of these characters are massively game changing like FC Iris is. So there's been really good characters, but nothing on that level. So I do like that, and I do want to be appreciative of how they're releasing the characters, because a lot of these games get really predatory in that sense. But how they've been releasing these ever since Core Memory has come out, what they do is they release a good character and then 2 just completely trash characters. So what's happening is if you ever want to get these core memories up, you're investing, or at least someone you know is investing in this completely trash character to be able to actually take advantage of the core memory on the good character, which is a bit of a bummer, but at the same time kind of nice for free to play and low spenders, because they were never even going for that in the first place. So there's potential for this to get abused and to be horrible for free to play and light spenders. And then right now it's really trending on being bad for the, the whales and stuff. So I guess for the majority of people, I think this is like kind of in a well-balanced state, because we look at these last few characters, like for example this one, we have Talia, amazing character, but then you have these 2 characters in Jean and Ledger who were really bad, so no one really wants to go for them. So it's really lowering the amount of people that are actually going to have this core memory and gate people out of actually competing in PvP and stuff like that. So that's one example. Shell's another example of 2 bad characters and then 1 really good character. Is that kind of been the trend for a while now? I think you kind of get my point and what I'm trying to say when it comes to that. I'm kind of torn each way, because I feel like just trying to keep that balance is going to be good, because this whole core memory aspect of the game is a very slippery slope as it is. Same with Signature Force over here. This is also a very slippery slope, where on one hand I think that Signature Force is one of the best duplicate systems I've ever seen in a game, and then on another hand it's massively whale bait and completely shuts out any hope of progressing unless you have this, especially from a PvP standpoint. It's like, then a part of it, it's like you can't even progress if you don't have Signature Force. But then another part of me is like, I really like that they're forcing these, this is how they're doing the synergies, like team synergies is all going to be based on nation. So I'm constantly in this torn state of, oh, I really, a part of me could justify it, a part of me really hates it. And at the moment, I think they've been trending on the side I do like. I think a lot of the backlash they've gotten is due to like release timing versus actually being predatory. So that's kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of going on a tangent here, but that's kind of how I'm looking at it, especially when it comes to these overarching game mechanics of core memory and signature force. But point of this video is the character in Liffy. And there's really not much to talk about with a character that basic. It's just, here's a standard move with a AoE on it and a corrode, and then a really hard-hitting A2. One thing I wish they would do, I wish they would get a little bit more creative with their passives here. Like, so they got this, it seems that every theme has their own passive, and then they just throw the passive onto these characters. But as you see here with Liffy, this passive doesn't make sense at all to Liffy, but it makes perfect sense for healers. It's like really good for healers, in my opinion, because, you know, like they're trying to be tanky, they're trying to heal, they're going to be targeted. So having this defense boost to them, I think is actually really good. But then you throw it on a character that's this squishy damage dealer. It's just, it's so not intended for them. It's just, okay, oh, they're part of the synergy team, so we got to give them that passive. I wish they maybe have two passives where it's like, oh, you're a damage dealer, you have this version of the passive, but it's still in the same theme. I wish they would do that a little bit instead of just like overloading the gold fake core and then kind of leaving the black fake cores out to dry a little bit. Like, they're just boring. Like, you get this really cool character, like Jean is a perfect example of just how dope the character looks, but then you get 2 lines of text and that's his entire kit. It sounds like I'm probably sound like I'm bitching here, but really I'm just kind of opening up the discussion. Like, I'm really curious of what you guys think about this stuff. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. It seems like we have a really good community when it comes to the comment section. A lot of good discussion down there. So definitely go off any tangent I've, you know, talked about in this video when it comes to the game so far. So I figured, you know, okay, that's going to be it for this video. But wrapping up, going to be streaming every single day at 7 a.m. Pacific time. So be sure to catch the streams. Going to be doing raid. I'm playing a lot of games. So probably going to be doing a lot of raid on stream just because it's so easy to actually get a lot of content out of it. So I'm doing a free to play on that. Going to be doing Guardian Tales and Exos. Just as many of the games I'm playing now are all going to be streamed starting at 7 a.m. every single day. Also, be sure to join the Discord. New members every single day. Really good community there if you want to talk when it comes to these type of style of games. And with that, guys, I am out. Peace.